All right, thanks for tuning in to the 6Three podcast. I'm your host, Joel, with my co-host, Ben. We've done 1990 through 1992, and we're on to 1993 for our MLB redraft lineups. So obviously some big name players in here. So I don't think either of us are going to be too mad about our first probably 3 or 4 players that we draft.
No.
It was pretty deep through the top 10, as far as I'm concerned. So I get first pick on this one. Has been started on 1992 with Derek Jeter. So I'm going to go with a Derek Jeter teammate and go with A-Rod, shortstop, third baseman, highest WAR of anyone drafted in 1986 or later, which was 117.6. 295 hitter, just under 700 homers, over almost 2,100 RBIs, over 320 stolen bases, over 3,100 hits, 3 MVP awards, 14 All-Star games, 2 Gold Gloves, 10 Silver Sluggers, and a batting title. You can see why that WAR is high.
Yeah. Okay. I will go with a couple other guys I consider here, but I'm going to go with Vlad Guerrero in the outfield. We'll put him in right. 59.5 WAR, 2,590 hits, 449 home runs, hit 318, played 16 years, Hall of Famer. How many time All-Star? Let's see.
So I've got 9 All-Stars, 8 Silver Sluggers.
Yep, 9. Yep. Led the league in hits 1 year, led the league in runs 1 year. He's
home run derby champ, as if that matters.
He actually stole 40 bases once.
That is crazy. Yes,
he was actually a lot better runner than, and for the year before that, he stole 37. Problem was his knees got beat up in Montreal, like everybody's knees did. Mm-hmm. So, incredible player, and easily deserving of the top 2 or 3. There are probably maybe a couple other guys that I thought about, but no, that's a really good one. Because this one goes back and forth for me, but I think it's going to be on where I value position the most. So I think I'm going to go with Miguel Tejada. Okay.
So obviously I'll just flip. It's wherever A-Rod doesn't play is where Tejada will play, shortstop or third base. 285 career hitter, 307 homers, 1,300 RBIs, 85 stolen bases, over 2,400 hits. He has an MVP award, 6 All-Star games, home run derby champ, 2 Silver Sluggers, All-Star game MVP, and a 47 plus WAR.
Yeah. All right, let's see where I'm going with. There's no way. I'll go with Andrew Jones.
Yep, that was who I was going back and forth on.
So I got a pretty solid outfield there. 10-time Gold Glover, 5-time All-Star, Silver Slugger, 62.7 WAR, not quite 2,000 hits. He had some injury problems for a while, the later half of his career, but 434 homers, hit 254. Just amazing defender, I would say. Except for that one season he played with the White Sox, which was but he did hit 19 home runs that year, so it wasn't that bad. But
there's players way worse, like almost every player in the Tigers lineup right now.
His son just got drafted yesterday.
Well, that's what's crazy. So obviously Andrew Jones is in he's international, so he's going to have the advantage of being a little bit younger at this time, so he's probably more on par with some other guys. But like we talked about Carl Crawford's kid, who was in the Carl Crawford was in the 99 draft. Not Matt Holliday. He was in the 98 draft. So that's where you see these international guys are obviously 5 years ahead of some of these other guys, because they have to at least even finish high. So these guys are pre-high school even. So okay. This is tough. Okay, I'm gonna try to get at least a really good outfielder, so that you're still gonna have a crazy mass. I'm gonna get Torrey Hunter though.
Okay.
277 career hitter, 353 homers, almost 1,400 RBIs, 195 stolen bases, almost 2,500 hits, 5 All-Star games, 9 Gold Gloves, 2 Silver Sluggers, and a 51 WAR.
Nice. I am going to get Scott Rowland here.
This is what I'm saying, man. It's like, I know you're going to take all the other guys. I don't, but it's like, these are some solid players in the first 10.
Arguably one of the better third basemen of all time defensively, 7-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, won the 06 World Series, played for 17 years, 316 homers, hit 281, 70.1 WAR, just over 2,000 hits. One of my favorite third basemen ever watched. It's incredible defensively. So
yeah,
not a Hall of Famer yet.
Yeah, he should be for sure.
I get it. I do sort of get it. The hits are just like if he played like 2 more years and had his regular season, I think it would have worked. I think he would be there, but so I get it. Like the hits aren't quite like mid 2000s.
I know WAR isn't everything, but a 70 WAR is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, WAR. The thing is, WAR is more new age.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, Rookie of the Year, 7 All-Stars, 8 Gold Gloves, Silver Slugger. I mean, when you get over 300 homers and you still maintain over 280 batting average, about 2,100 hits. You can see why that
defensively. So yeah, I there's the argument. I get it.
But you have to be selective. You don't just want to let. Yeah. Where do you draw the line?
To me, I don't know. I think sometimes they let too many guys in. So it's like, because I'm more of I lean towards the elitist Hall of Fame guy anyway. To where it's like, look, you're a Hall of Famer because you dominated the sport at your position in your league
for several years, and
for 10 years probably is what I would say, or close to it, right? So I don't know if you'd say that is Scott Rowland.
So, I feel like I get it. Yeah, I mean, obviously 7 All-Star games means he was for almost a decade, but
yep.
Okay, well, I'll try to have at least a competitive outfield. I'm going to take Jermaine Dye. I know it's a guy probably you were hoping to run down your outfield. 274 career hitter, 325 homers, almost 1,100 RBIs, 46 stolen bases, 1,800 hits, 2 All-Stars, 1 Gold Glove, 1 Silver Slugger, World Series MVP, and over a 20 WAR.
Yeah. See something here. I'm going to pick Bartolo Colon.
Yep.
46.2 WAR, 247 wins, 188 losses, 4-time All-Star, won a Cy Young, pitched forever. I heard rumors of an attempt at comeback now, which is sick. He's not quite 50. He's 49.
Wow.
Gross. So, no, that no one needs to see that, but incredible consistency for a really long period of time. And always enjoyed watching him pitch. He knew what he was doing out there, especially later in his career. So I think
he got a Cy Young to his name as well.
Yep, does have Cy Young. Yep, won 21 games one year.
Over 2,500 Ks in his career. That's really nice.
Played a long time.
I mean, even later in his career, he just focused on just location. I think he has the MLB record for most consecutive strikes thrown.
Yep. I think he does.
But that's the thing. He adjusted. He used to be a kind of a strikeout pitcher, definitely in the beginning.
He absolutely was a strikeout. He threw hard when he was younger.
Yeah, and then he was like maybe lucky to get 3 strikeouts towards a game towards the end of his career. But like you rely on location then from that point. Like he went Greg Maddux, full on Greg Maddux there at the end.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go opposite pitcher here. I'm going to take Chris Carpenter.
Yep.
332 games started, 144-94 career, 3.76 ERA, 1,700 strikeouts, a Cy Young, 3 All-Star games, and a 34 WAR. Really big for the Cardinals World Series runs.
Yeah. Let me see here. Let's see. No. I'm going to go with Orlando Cabrera, because I need some middle infield here.
Yep.
Played a while, played for a lot of different teams. Let me pull up the full stats here. 21.3 WAR, 2 Gold Gloves, over 2,000 hits, 272 batting average, 123 homers. Played for 15 seasons. Just a solid defender up the middle, can play both positions, shortstop and second base. So we'll see. We may move him around. So we'll see what happens there.
All right. All right. I'm going to take. No, I'm not going to take him yet. All right. No, I'm going to take Derek Lee.
Yep.
281 career hitter, 331 homers, 1,100 RBIs, over 100 stolen bases, just shy of 2,000 career hits, 3 Gold Gloves, 2 All-Star games, Silver Slugger, a batting title, and a 35 WAR.
Yep. Solid.
Yes. I like Derek Lee. He was always one of my favorite players to watch.
All right. I will take Richie Sexson to get first baseman here.
Okay.
18 WAR, 2-time All-Star, hit 306 homers, 261 batting average, almost 1,300 hits. Only played 12 years, so a little bit less than some of these guys. Had some big home run seasons though. Hit 45 twice, 39, 34, 31. So big power guy. Had some really good years in the middle there with Milwaukee. So yeah, I'll take Sexton there.
All right. I had to match you. It felt
that
right.
looks really cool with the symmetrical. It looks
They look
really,
like boobies.
yeah, a little bit. No, that's okay.
I'm all right with that.
That's cool.
Oh man. Okay, so Richie Sexton. I don't know if I want to take that position yet. I want to take Billy Wagner here.
Billy Wagner, you're the best closer.
853 career games, 47 and 40, 422 saves, a career 2.31 ERA is nuts. 1196 for Ks, 7 All-Star games, a 27.7 WAR. I think what's really impressive about those numbers is that ERA for career is, I think, just 0.10 short of Mariano Rivera's career ERA. And having a southpaw on top, being a southpaw on top of that, really cool. So I like that.
One of the better closers of all time, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Octavio Dotel.
Okay. Yeah.
15 years. Actually ended with Detroit. I didn't even realize that.
That was just some scrub times, dude.
Some bad seasons. 109 career saves. Had some good save seasons. Career 3.78 ERA is pretty good for a reliever. 15.2 WAR. Won a World Series. 59 wins. Overall, just a really solid reliever. Had good stuff most of the time coming through. So we'll get another picture there.
No. I'm gonna go with Kevin Millwood.
Okay.
443 started games, 169 career wins, a 4.11 ERA, 2,100 strikeouts, and a 30 WAR.
I'm gonna go with Benji Molina.
Ooh.
I wish I could take Yadier Molina.
That would be something. He'll come up.
Better, but that's okay. Benji was, he was better than Jose. 10.7 WAR, all around really good catcher. All the Molinas were over 1,300 hits, 144 home runs, hit 274 in his career, 13 seasons. Not bad. Not a huge power threat necessarily, but was always decent at the plate and overall really, really good catcher behind the plate. So
I'm a fan. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take my catcher. I'm going to go with Paul LaDuca. So he can play first base and left field as well. 286 career hitter, 80 home runs, 500 RBIs ish, 1,100 hits, 4 All-Star games, and an 18 WAR. So not quite the power that Benji had, but probably a better average hitter for sure.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to take Mark Loretta here.
Ooh, that's a good second baseman.
19.3 WAR, 76 homers, 295 average, had over 1,700 hits, had a silver slugger one year, 2-time All-Star. Overall, just a really solid second baseman. I could also.
I was gonna say, are you gonna move Orlando Cabrera to short then?
Yeah, as of now, Orlando Cabrera is playing shortstop.
Okay.
In fact, yes, he's going to play shortstop.
Okay.
And then we'll go Roland Cabrera, and then Loretta, and then Sexton at first.
I mean, you started out with a solid outfield, an elite outfield, and now you're rounded it out with a really solid infield. So
yeah, so that's how we're gonna have it there for now.
Okay. All right. Well, I think because I have Tejada or A-Rod playing third, I'm going to have to move Bill Mueller, who I'm going to take here, to second. He played third and second in his career. He's a 291 career hitter, 85 homers, 500 RBIs. Didn't play as long as he probably could have, but I mean, obviously a really good hitter. He had a batting title, 24 WAR, a silver slugger, 1,300 hits. So
yep.
Just wish he played a little longer. He's kind of like the Andrew Luck, a really solid third baseman, second baseman for the Red Sox, and just kind of cut short, I think, after about 9 years. So.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Trot Nixon.
Ooh, another Red Sox.
21.2 WAR, 137 homers, just under 1,000 hits, 274 batting average. Only played 12 years. Had some solid seasons with Boston. Won the World Series in 2004. Just overall really solid player. Just didn't play for very long. Just one of those guys that a good glue guy and a good guy can stick into a corner outfield and feel pretty good about. So
okay. I'm going to complete my outfield here with Jose Guillen.
Yeah.
270 hitter, 214 homers, 900 RBIs, just over 30 stolen bases, 1,600 hits, but not a great WAR. Obviously, we talked about WAR back in the late 90s, early 2000s, but
struggled defensively. I don't think.
Yeah, not a great out. So he's considered here at DH. So.
All right. I'm gonna go with Jeff Suppan.
All right.
We'll get another starter, maybe long reliever. Jeff Suppan. Let's see. Lost more games than he won, but had a 17.1 WAR. Was the NLCS MVP one year. 06 won the old 6 World Series. He was great in that World Series for St. Louis. I remember that. Mm-hmm. A couple years in a row where he won 16 games. So it's a really good season there with St. Louis. 4.70 ERA. This overall solid pitcher. Pitched for 17 years, which is impressive in and of itself. So,
yeah. Okay. I think we're officially out of like all the players I would consider like really good solid players.
Yeah.
I
would agree.
Yeah, I mean, there's like some that's like, yeah, you don't hate it if they're there, but yeah. All right. Well, we did talk about how many pitchers are in this class. So I'm probably gonna go back to pitcher here, but I think Freddie Garcia is going to be the pitcher I'm going to take. 357 started games, 156 and 108, a 4.15 ERA, over 1,600 strikeouts, 2 All-Star games, and over a 34 WAR.
Yep.
And he was another White Sox and Tiger.
Yep. It seemed like every single game I'll go a Sox game, it would be Freddie Garcia. I was just like, can I please just see someone else? Like, this is stupid. Like, I
don't care if Bobby Jenks starts at this point.
Yeah, like somebody else. We got to put somebody else in. Like, I mean, and multiple times he pitched really well. Don't get me wrong, but like, I remember it was like.
Well, anyway, he was in a roster with like Mark Burley and Jose Contreras.
So he won. He was on the 05 team. He was. Yeah. They picked him up, not quite midway through the year, and he won 15 games with them that year, 14 games with them. Mm-hmm. He was the starter the game they clinched, the game they won the World Series. But really good. I liked Freddie. He reinvented himself too. He's a good pitcher. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with Bruce Chen because I need a lefty.
Yep.
82 and 81, 10.5 WAR, 4.62 ERA. Pitched 17 years. He was the the classic lefty, can hang around, even though he's not that great.
Mhm.
But was always a solid pitcher. Number 4 or 5 starter typically.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you probably keep the Molina brothers together because I'm gonna take Eli Marrero as my reserve catcher. Marrero can play outfield and first base as well. 243 average isn't great. He had a little more pop than Jose did, even though Jose didn't get any opportunities. With 66 homers and then a 5 WAR. I just think I like the versatility there along with to be my backup catcher. So,
okay.
And you can't split the brothers, not in this.
No. Be cool if I could get a Yadier, like I said.
I'll come up soon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what year he was in. Let me see what I got.
God.
I have him in 2000.
Yeah, so he'll be a little while, but
Good classes: Chase Utley, Adrian Gonzalez, Wainwright, Grady Sizemore, Cliff Lee.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
and there's some bad position players left here.
Thankfully, it's just you need only a DH and then your reserves.
I mean, I'll take Chris Singleton just because he's the Sox radio guy now. So,
yeah. And he does MLB The Show.
Yeah. So 9.7 WAR, only played 6 seasons, but stole 20 bags in 4 of those 6 seasons. So maybe some speed, pinch runner type guy. Yeah.
I mean, he's great. I like him on the show with John Shambi.
Yeah, he does a good job. So honestly, and if we're being honest, 9.7 WAR and only 5 real seasons isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
So he got hurt a lot and then just was done. So but had 6 triples twice, 5 in the other 2 seasons. Was overall decent. So we'll take Singleton as a bench player.
Okay. All right, I think I'm going to take Gary Matthews Jr. as my reserve outfielder. 257 hitter, 108 homers, just under 500 RBIs, just under 100 stolen bases. He had almost 1,100 hits. He had an all-star game and a 14 WAR.
I will take Elmer Descends. The pitcher.
I think he's in prison now.
He might be. 14 years, 11.8 WAR, 4.44 ERA. Overall, very average, but I need another guy in that bullpen. 11.8 WAR in that amount of time is not bad. 52 and 64 isn't great, but that ERA is decently low. So we'll go with Elmer Descends.
Okay.
He's from Mexico, which that's always fun.
Usually a cartel.
Yeah, he might. I'm curious. Elmer Descends.
I thought I searched him when I was making this list. I was like, interesting.
What's he doing? Let's see. Former professional, post playing. Nope, he's currently an assistant pitching coach for the Arizona.
Oh, yeah. Then maybe it was who you were talking about last time. Was it Esteban Loaiza or something?
Esteban Loaiza is 100% in prison.
Okay, yeah, that was what. All right. Well, I'm for my reserve infield. I'm gonna go with Scott Spezio. First, second, third, hit 255, had 120 homers, about 550 RBIs, 33 stolen bases, 1,000 hits, and a 9 WAR.
Yep. Not bad.
Yeah.
Loaiza was arrested after being pulled over by police who clocked his Ferrari at 120 miles an hour on a California freeway. He failed a sobriety test, and then he appeared in court after Athletics general manager Billy Beane banned alcohol in both the home and visitor clubhouse, citing liability issues. Then he was arrested with 20 kilograms of cocaine, and then it turns out he was a drug lord down in Mexico.
Ain't that a story?
He was deported to Mexico last year.
Oh, it's recent. All right.
Fun. Let me see. What are his stats? I remember he was decent. I'm going with Matt Clement.
Oh, yeah, Red Sox pitcher too.
Yeah, I remember he got smoked in the head one time, and it was bad and really really bad actually. 12.3 WAR, 87 and 86, 4.47 ERA. Only played 9 years. That might have had something to do with him getting hit in the head, if I remember right. But really solid. He was injured all of 2007. Yeah, I think he got smoked in the head. He identifies as an evangelical Christian.
Oh, well, that's good. Then that's a bonus.
Good for him. Cool. But
You've got your team chaplain now.
Solid. There you go. I got a chaplain. Even if he doesn't pitch, we will have God on our
He's
side.
making disciples of all nations for sure.
Yes.
Like Elmer descends. So
Like Elmer descends and Esteban Loaiza, because you remember, right? He's on my team too.
Yes, that's right. If we're combining all these
years ago
squads, yeah.
No, but he was solid. He did lead the league in walks 1 year though, so that was bad. But he improved, so I thought he was decent for a while.
All right, so I think, I might move this around, but my DH is my only position player I still need. So I'm going to take Brad Fulmer here.
Okay.
279 career hitter, 115 homers, 440 RBIs, over 30 stolen bases, just under 800 hits, and a 6 WAR.
Okay. What else do I need?
So you need a DH, a reserve infield, and reserve catcher.
Well, I mean, the reserve catcher is a given, seeing as the only catcher left.
Yeah, so you can pretty much make that your last pick. No one else is taking that.
No one else is taking that. So I guess I'll compare these two. Nope. Hell no. Ugh, that's so bad. There's nobody else that's any good.
I think there's just enough position players yet here, but yeah, it's probably not. Okay, so you still have Davy Cruz, Ray Ordonez, and then obviously Jose Molina, and then you have Greg Norton.
Greg Norton had a negative WAR.
Yep.
I'll go Davy Cruz.
All right, Tiger, baby.
70 homers, 269 batting average, 7.4 WAR. He played 9 years.
Over 1,100 hits. That's not bad for your bench.
Had over 1,100 hits. He had a couple pretty good seasons. So had 176 hits in 2000. He was pretty good that year. He hit 302 that year.
So that was with the Tigers, I think.
It was.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to focus on pitching because I got all my position players done with here. But I'll go with John Rocker. 200 is not a super long career, but in that career, he had under a 3.5 career ERA, 88 saves to go with that, just 13 dubs, but 280 games. So I like what he put out there when he was actually playing. So
okay, and then I'll just pick Ray Ordonez.
All right,
because I mean he wasn't very good at all. He only had like 16 homers.
12 homers. 12. Yeah.
Not good.
But he had 3 Gold Gloves, so he's a good fielder.
So he could certainly play some defense. And he's Cuban, so that's cool. He had a 1.2 WAR. Had a couple.
Nothing. Pretty much nothing as an offensive player. So
yeah, really awful. In fact, defensive replacement maybe, but even
range,
he's a defensive replacement for
Davy Cruz if he comes in.
Yeah, or Loretta maybe Loretta.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be a defensive replacement for Roland.
Nope, absolutely not.
So,
and Orlando Cabrera is probably as good or better than him anyway. So, maybe for Loretta.
Yeah. Well, maybe he could probably first base too in a pinch. So who knows?
Yep.
All right, pitcher. All right, I'm gonna go with Mike Soroka.
Yeah,
he started 111 games.
Should have been better than he was.
Yes. 45 and 42, 4.31 ERA, 435 Ks, and a 10 WAR. But yeah, again, another player that didn't play very long, but when he played, he was pretty solid.
Yep.
You just need a pitcher and then technically your catcher you would have to still select.
Yep. I'm trying to figure out what pitcher I want here. Nope. There's no way this guy was good because I just remember how bad he was in like MVP baseball. But he played a lot, pitched a long time. Good grief. All right, I'll get another. No. One more check on one more person. 1 second here. Whew, he was awful. Sorry. I'll go with Jamie Wright just because he pitched in 19 years.
Yeah, 719 games is a lot.
Yeah. So purely for durability, we'll go Jamie Wright. He was butt in MVP baseball, but 9.2 WAR. Pitched until he was 39 for the Dodgers back in 2014 was his last season. Had some decent seasons for sure. Never had an ERA below 4 though. No, I lied.
He was better. Well, he's probably better. Yeah, I was going to say he had a 4.81 career ERA.
He had a few later in the year, but
better served as a reliever than a starter.
Certainly better as a reliever than a starter later in his career. I would agree.
All right, then my last pick is a pitcher. I have to pick a Tiger, otherwise that'd be me. I'm going to pick Brian Moeller.
Okay. Yeah.
332 started game, 32 games, 252 of them started, 84 and 107. But obviously on that 03 Tigers team, had 1 save, a 4.8 ERA, just under 1,000 strikeouts, and an 11 WAR.
Okay, not bad. And then I got to pick Molina. So
you do have to pick Molina. That's the rules.
He might DH.
What? You know what? That's not bad. You got
based off of what's available for DH. He might DH.
I mean, unless you want to, I mean, Chris Singleton you could put out and then move like Vlad to DH, but Vlad had a strong arm, so that would be.
Yeah, Vlad was actually really good when healthy defensively. So
yeah, it's just I remember mostly in his later years the Angels just kind of big and lumber.
Yeah.
So
yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is probably the best most even lineup I think we've had.
Yep.
Because
I think early on with a few of those, it was like whoever got that first pick was kind of off to the races.
Yeah. But I think like this top 10 was so stacked, and it's fun to look at these two lineups next to each other. Yep. I think it's going to be definitely more. It's going to be tougher to put these guys in order though when you want to hit.
Yep.
So, all right, we'll be right back here then to do offensive line rankings, and then we'll do our midseason predictions as well.
Cool.
All right.